The most dangerous addiction in the world is not heroin, it is not cocaine, it is not alcohol. It is hope. Specifically, the hope engineered by a calculated absence. You are watching this because you feel crazy. You feel tethered to someone who treats you like garbage one day and a deity the next. You are constantly scanning their micro-expressions, analyzing their texts, desperate for the version of them that existed in the beginning. You think this is passion. You think this is a twin flame connection. You think you are fighting for love. You are wrong. You are not in a relationship. You are in a Skinner box. You are a lab rat in a rigged experiment. The person you are dealing with, the narcissist, the dark triad personality, is not confused. They are not avoidant. They are running a script designed to hack your biology, bypass your logic, and turn you into a reliable source of supply. This is the secret playbook they don't want you to see. This is the mechanics of intermittent reinforcement. Welcome to the dark side of human nature. To understand how you were broken, we must look at the architecture of control. In the mid-20th century, a behavioral psychologist named B.F. Skinner conducted an experiment that changed the way governments, casinos, and predators look at human beings. Skinner placed a pigeon in a box. Inside the box was a button. In the first stage, every time the pigeon pecked the button, it received a food pellet, a reward, consistent, predictable. The pigeon learned quickly. Peck button, get food. It was happy. It was secure. Then, Skinner changed the rules. He stopped giving the food entirely. The pigeon pecked for a while, realized the machine was broken, and eventually stopped. It lost interest. The bond was severed. But then, Skinner introduced the third stage, the variable ratio schedule. Sometimes the pigeon pecked and got nothing. Sometimes it pecked and got a massive reward. Sometimes it had to peck 5 times, sometimes 50. The reward was random, unpredictable. The result was terrifying. The pigeon didn't lose interest, it went insane. It began pecking the button compulsively, thousands of times an hour. It ignored its own health. It ignored exhaustion. It became obsessed with the button. Why? Because the uncertainty spiked the dopamine in the brain far higher than the reward itself. The anticipation of the reward is the drug. The pigeon wasn't addicted to the food. It was addicted to the possibility of food. Now, look at your phone. Look at that text message thread. You are the pigeon, the narcissist is the scientist, and your attention is the currency they are mining from your nervous system. Let's dismantle the mechanism. Let's look at the engine under the hood of your misery. They call this dark seduction, but it is actually biological warfare. It operates on 3 distinct phases of chemical conditioning. Phase 1, the golden period, the fixed ratio. In the beginning, they love-bombed you. This corresponds to the first stage of the Skinner box. Every time you reached out, they responded instantly. Validation, sex, compliments, future faking. They mirrored your deepest desires. They became the perfect avatar of what you wanted. They were conditioning you. They were teaching your brain to associate their presence with a massive flood of dopamine and oxytocin. They were installing the button. You felt safe. You let your guard down. You became dependent on the supply they provided. Phase 2. The devaluation, the pattern interrupt. Suddenly, the pattern shifts. The texts get shorter. The tone gets colder. They make a passive-aggressive comment about your appearance. They disappear for 4 hours. Your brain panics. The cortisol spikes. The fight-or-flight system activates. You have been conditioned to expect the reward, and now it is gone. You instinctively peck the button. You text them. You ask what's wrong. You try harder. You apologize for things you didn't do. They give you nothing, silence, or a cold stare. You enter a state of withdrawal. This is physical pain. The same neural pathways that light up during physical torture light up during social rejection. Phase 3. The breadcrumb, the intermittent reinforcement. Just as you are about to break, just as you are about to give up and leave, ding! A notification, a smile, a moment of warmth, a glimpse of the person they used to be. They throw you a scrap. Your brain explodes with dopamine. The relief is euphoric. It feels better than the initial love bombing because it is contrasted against the pain of the withdrawal. You think, "They're back. We fixed it. I just need to be patient." You are wrong. They aren't back. They just reset the cycle. They have now taught you that pain is the price of pleasure. They have wired your brain to believe that if you suffer enough, if you work hard enough, you will unlock the reward again. This creates the trauma bond. It is a chemical chain. Your body becomes addicted to the high cortisol, high dopamine loop. Peace feels boring. Stability feels suspicious. You start to crave the anxiety because the anxiety is the precursor to the hit. This is not love. This is a gambling addiction where the currency is your soul. The narcissist does not do this by accident. While you are crying, wondering why you aren't enough, they are detached. They are analytical. They are observing your threshold. They are testing how much disrespect will this subject tolerate before they attempt to leave. How little effort can I invest to keep them hooked? It is an efficiency algorithm. If they can keep you around with 1 text a week, why would they send 10? If they can get you to crave their validation by withholding it, why would they give it freely? This is the economics of power, supply and demand. They create artificial scarcity of themselves to drive up their value. They are engaging in price anchoring. By treating you poorly 90% of the time, the 10% of decency feels like luxury. They have anchored your expectations to the floor, so basic respect feels like a gift. You are thanking them for not hitting you. You are thanking them for replying. You have been reduced to a beggar in your own kingdom. So, how do you break the code? How do you escape the Skinner box? You cannot love them out of this. You cannot communicate your way to a solution. You are trying to negotiate with a parasite. The only way to win is to destroy the game. Step 1. Kill the hope. You must accept a brutal truth. The person from the beginning, the one who loved you, the one who was perfect, never existed. That was a mask. That was marketing. That was the lure. The cold, abusive, distant creature you see now, that is the real person. Stop waiting for the mask to return. It is not coming back. You are grieving a ghost. Step 2. Observe the mechanism. Detach. Step back. Stop feeling. Start analyzing. When they pull away, do not chase. Watch. Say to yourself, there it is, the withdrawal phase. They are trying to spike my cortisol. When they come back with a breadcrumb, do not bite. Say to yourself, there is the pallet. They are checking if the button still works. Become the scientist. Demote them to the lab rat. Step 3. The starvation siege. Narcissists run on fuel. Your emotional reaction, whether it is adoration or rage, is their fuel. If you scream, they win. If you beg, they win. You must become a black hole. No light, no emotion, no reaction. This is beyond the gray rock method. This is strategic void. When they try to trigger you, give them nothing. No facial expression. Monosyllabic answers. Boring. When the pigeon pecks the button and the button doesn't even click, the pigeon leaves. Step 4. The sovereign discard. The ultimate power move is not revenge, it is indifference. Revenge implies they still matter. Indifference proves they are obsolete. You cut the cord. No closure conversation, no final letter explaining your feelings. They do not care about your feelings. They will only use your words to refine their manipulation for the next victim. You disappear, you block, you delete. You initiate a hard fork of your reality. They are no longer compatible with your operating system. They want you broken. They want you confused. They want you waiting by the phone, addicted to the crumbs of their affection. They want a slave. But you are not a slave. You are a sovereign mind. You now possess the schematic. You see the strings. You understand the chemistry. The spell only works if you don't know it's a trick. Now you know. The next time they pull away, do not chase. The next time they offer a crumb, do not eat. Starve the beast. Reclaim your dopamine. Reclaim your power. This is the dark influence code. If you are ready to stop being the prey and start being the architect of your own reality, subscribe. We are building an order of the elite, the awake, the dangerous. Leave the victims in the comments. Join the sovereigns. Dismissed.